I'm getting like a little emotional right now. It's just something so special about the YouTube community. Oh, what a time to be alive. I'm getting like a little emotional right now because this feels like such a full circle moment. This also feels like the next level in a way for me. What is up, YouTube? It's been a minute. It's been a minute. It's been like 3 or 4 years since I have turned my camera on and posted a video on here. And there's another video coming after this, but I had to make this video first to like ease y'all into then what's happening. So I don't even know where to start because it's like so much. Okay, I'll start here. So like 2 months ago, I got a hit from Spirit that it's like, you need to get back on YouTube. And I'm like, YouTube? What? Me back on YouTube? They're like, yeah, you gotta start making videos again. Like, do you remember how much fun you used to have when you used to make videos, and like how much in your creativity you were, whether it was like the shots and how you would edit the videos and the music that you would use and the things that you would share. And it was just like a fun way for you to tap into your creativity and share information which you love. And it's time to do that again. It's time to play and have fun. And I'm like, wow, okay. So I actually recorded like a welcome back video. And then I recorded another video that was like a haul of some spiritual items that I had recently purchased. Because that's the direction that this channel is going, by the way. I'm going to tell you about that too. And I never shared them because although I was like clear on the message that I got to come back, it just didn't fully feel like I didn't really know what I was doing. And I tend to be like that. I tend to get messages from Spirit, and because I'm such an Aries and I'm so action oriented, like I'm gonna do it. But when I did it, it just didn't feel like I had like the full download of like, what am I supposed to do with this thing? So I'm glad that I didn't upload them because it felt a little premature. So for the last few weeks, I've been on Instagram Live having amazing conversations and teaching and sharing my work in anticipation for the launch of my group coaching program, Business Through the Chakras. Now, I can't give y'all all the tea on what has happened to me personally and business-wise in the last 3 or 4 years, because we will really be here forever. So the best thing that I can tell you is that if you want to catch up to what has happened to me over the last 3 or 4 years, what happened with my hair care brand, Botanica, what happened with me living in Chicago, you have to listen to my podcast. So I have a podcast called Work Your Magic. We did season 1. In the upcoming months, I am going to be producing season 2. And another reason why I'm back on YouTube is because I want to start using my platform moving forward to host the video footage from my podcast recording. So that's another reason why I'm back here. But all that to say is that go listen to the podcast, go binge listen to all of the episodes to get a better understanding of my journey, where I've been, what I'm doing business-wise now, my spiritual journey and my spiritual awakening in business, how I combine my spirituality and the things that I was learning about myself and my path and the chakras with business, how I put together my group coaching program, Business Through the Chakras, all the things. Because in this season of my life, I have a very soft spot for 2 people. The first one is entrepreneurs. It's those people who decided that they were going to create businesses and that they were going to create and build, even though the systems around them were not made for them to build and create and profit and all of those things. So if you are someone who has a small business, is thinking of starting a small business, has been in business for over 10 years, I feel you, I hear you, I am you, and I have a soft spot for you because this path is not fucking easy. And then the second soft spot that I have in my heart is for those of you that are on your spiritual journeys. You're on your spiritual awakenings. You're diving deeper into your soul's journey and why you're here. And it's not a religious path, it's a spiritual path, which is even more complicated because there's no blueprint and you're just kind of like going with what comes up. So I see you and I feel you and I hear you because I am you. And I feel like your spiritual path and your entrepreneurship path are so parallel because there's no blueprint for either of these two things. So just know that moving forward, this channel is going to be dedicated to those two things, those two themes, those two kind of people, those two energies for now, right? That's all I know is that I got to speak to the entrepreneurs and I got to speak to the people on the spiritual path. And I got to speak to entrepreneurs that are on a spiritual path. So that is why I'm here. So listen to the podcast, catch up, and then come back and you'll understand the direction of this channel. So like I was saying, I've been doing some lives promoting my Business to the Chakras program. And at the end of these lives, I started doing business energy readings because for those of you that don't know and you haven't heard my podcast, one of the things that has been activated for me in the last few years has been my intuition and my spiritual gifts. And because I have such a thorough business background and I have so much experience in the world of entrepreneurship, and then coupled that with these gifts that I have been stepping into when it comes to reading energy, reading chakras and all of that, I have a very special knack for reading the energy of people's business. So on Instagram Live, I have been doing oracle card pulls for entrepreneurs, and I would just get on there and I'm like, okay, ask me a business question and I'm gonna pull some cards for you. And it was so much fun. I literally was having a time. And none of these lives I saved. I did save the ones where I was teaching, but then I would come back on Instagram and do a separate live just for the people who wanted a reading. And those lives weren't saved just to protect kind of like the privacy and the information of what was coming up. And I had so much fun. And then I got another message and Spirit is like, yeah, you see how much fun you were having and how much you were playing, and that also allowed you to just practice more on your gifts. You need to bring that to YouTube. Like, you need to start doing business energy readings for YouTube, upload some videos weekly, whatever works for your schedule, but that's the energy that you need to be in right now. And I'm like, oh, okay, I got it. So I've been sitting with that, and every week I'm like, okay, I'm gonna record a video. But you know, the YouTuber in me and the Aries in me is like, oh, I gotta have everything right. So I'm like looking for my camera. I'm looking for, where's my chargers? Where's my ring lights? Where's all the things that I'm used to when I make videos, because this is my past, right? And I also recently moved this summer, so I don't live in Chicago anymore. I actually live in Virginia. So I live basically in the suburbs of DC. I'm a DC girly now. After Chicago, I will always have a special place in my heart to Chicago. I actually travel to Chicago once a month now for business consulting work that I have there, which is crazy. That's another story. I'll talk about more. I will talk more about that in the second season of my podcast. So I ended up here because I wanted to move back to the East Coast, but I didn't necessarily want to move back to New York, but I wanted to be close enough to New York. So this was kind of like the perfect place, and I'll share more details about that in the future. So I still have some of the stuff in my office in boxes, and I'm like looking for my microphone for my camera. I'm looking for my lights. I'm looking for all this stuff, and then I just hear Spirit like, you see, this is like you trying to be like perfect. Like, I didn't ask for all that. Just turn the damn camera on. You know it's gonna look good. You know it's gonna sound decent because you know what you're doing. And all that stuff you'll eventually find, but I just needed you to turn the camera on. So I was like, okay, for real, like, let me do my hair, let me put some makeup on. That will get me just in the energy of doing it. So don't get used to like all this glam every video. I don't know if I'm gonna have the energy to do all this for every video. My assignment right now is just to get into it, do the thing, and then get consistent with this. So that is all I'm focusing on, is like, can I deliver these weekly videos for you all? And what does this look like now? So that's kind of like the backstory of why I'm making this video. for YouTube. And all that to say is that as soon as I turned the camera on, like, I feel like my inner child was like, oh yes, this is fun. And I just remembered how much fun I would have making YouTube videos. So I'm really excited because I just feel like this collective energy that's happening right now, it almost feels like the same energy that I felt like when I got on YouTube way back in, like, I don't know what year that was, but whenever the hell I uploaded my first YouTube video on here, that it was all these natural hair tutorials and what was happening in the natural hair community, and like me feeling like there wasn't any representation or anybody talking to Black Latinas and Latina women who have curly hair and Latina women who were Afro-Latina before Afro-Latina was a thing. And like that drive that I had to just like put myself out there because I wanted to like represent for this girl, because I felt like I was going through this experience and I'm like, is anybody else out there going through this? Like trying to figure out this hair thing. You know, for me, like I've always been natural. So that was like another added layer to it of like, I've always been natural, damaged my hair, came back. And it's like, I'm going through this experience, anybody else? So boom, that happened. So right now for me, it feels like that same energy that I felt when I started YouTube back then. But what has shifted is that I feel like there's this spiritual awakening that's happening and people are coming into their intuitive gifts. People are going deeper into their spiritual journeys. People are wanting to learn more about ancestral spiritual practices, ancestral rituals. People are wanting to be in nature more. People are wanting to connect with plants and herbs and like all of these things that are freaking grandparents used to do. Like, I don't know, for those of you watching this, I actually do know, because most of my community is also fellow children of immigrants. And you know, every time you will go back to your family's home country, you see the life that your grandparents were living, especially for those of you who have families that are from the campo and the countryside, or even for those of you that are, you know, Black American and your family's from the South. Like, you know, when you go visit your family down in the South and they live in the country, it's a different type of life, especially for the elders. And I feel like our community is wanting to go back to that. But I also don't see anybody, at least I don't see it, because, you know, yes, I kind of watch YouTube, but not really. Like, all the YouTube videos that I do watch is literally like astrology readings and other things like that, which is so funny. But like, I just don't see anybody kind of like sharing this information in a way that, I don't even know how to explain it. I guess it's just the same feeling that I had when I started sharing natural hair content of like, I know this exists. I know other people are out there. Why is nobody talking about this more? I want to talk about it. And that's the same feeling that I'm feeling now. Like, I know that there's other people going on their spiritual journeys too, because I be talking to them on my Instagram, because that's all my Instagram is about now. But like, I want more, and I want more talks, and I want to dive deeper, and I want to nerd out about this even more. Cause y'all know me, like I could get real nerdy with stuff that I like. So that's what I'm gonna do with this platform. And so if you are still subscribed to my channel, even though I haven't uploaded videos in a long time, shout out to you, number one. But number two, if this direction that my channel is going in doesn't resonate with you, I completely understand. I completely understand, especially for those of you that are religious and that are Christian and were raised in church. I'm a fellow church girl turned bruja over here, or I'm a fellow church girl turned mystic. I'm a churchy mystic, okay? So if you're not down with the spirituals and the mysticism and, you know, activating your inner bruja, girl, I get it, okay? Feel free to unsubscribe and go on your merry way. And I hope that you find what you're looking for in other content creators. But for those of you that are on this path, either you've been on your spiritual journey, you've been on your entrepreneur journey, you that are awakening on your journey, are going deeper on your journey, and you're just like, I need community around this. Is anybody else going through this? What's happening? I don't understand. You're not alone. You're not alone. So I'm very excited to see what unfolds from this. It does feel like a homecoming in a way because I'm so familiar with this space because of the many years that I spent on here, but it also feels like a more mature, you know, era. It's like a higher version of me on YouTube, and I hope y'all feel that. I hope y'all feel my vibes. I hope y'all feel my energy. I'm excited to grow with you guys. Like I said, I don't know where this path is going to lead me to. I'm just being obedient to the calling of, like, you got to show up on YouTube. You got to do business energy readings on YouTube. And, you know, I don't know if eventually, you know, I'll share some vlogs or little snippets here of my life and things like that, in addition to like the business energy readings and business advice. I don't know, but I'm just gonna show up. That's all that I've been tasked to do. So you can expect moving forward a weekly video on a business energy reading. I'm gonna try to figure out what the schedule is gonna be. Like I said, I don't want to promise too much because I just don't know how this is gonna go down. I'm just being obedient. So for today, for right now, this video is gonna go up. So, you know, there's like a little buffer of like, oh, Ada's back, and then you should post another video. I didn't just want to post like the business energy reading and people be like, what the hell, this girl's been gone for like 3 or 4 years, and then she comes back and she's doing oracle cards and she's talking about business and energy. What is happening? So this is what this video was for. I am gonna upload another video literally today, so you guys are gonna get 2 videos in one day with the actual business energy reading. So definitely go ahead and watch the next video if you're interested in these business energy readings or you're just curious about them. Even if you don't have a business, there might be something there for you. So yeah, I love you all very much. Thanks for all the love. I was reading the comments because, again, I haven't been on here in a minute, and I was reading the comments that you guys have left on like past videos that I've made, and somebody was like, does anybody know what happened to Ada? Like, is she... and yo, the fact that y'all really be looking out for me, and I just appreciate the love and the intention. Like, and then someone responded to that comment, was like, yeah, she's fine, she's doing great, she's more active on her Instagram, so go check her out there. So thank you for looking out. Like, I really appreciate y'all. And I don't know, there's just something so special about the YouTube community. I think for me personally as a creative, I think what makes this community so special is that there is more creativity here, I feel like. So I'm excited to tap back into that because I feel like that's the season that I'm in right now. It's just like, let's play, let's have some fun. And I love information. I love sharing information. I love community. So it's like, okay, how can I share information in a fun and playful way with my community that also activates other creative parts of me? So I'm excited to edit this video. I'm excited to post it. And I'm just really looking forward to this journey together. So I'm sending you guys so much love. Just I hope you can feel it. I hope you can feel it. I hope you can feel my energy. I hope you can feel my vibes. Like, I feel like really grown because I've been on YouTube and I've been on the internet since I was like 19 years old, and I am 33 now. I'm gonna be 34 in like 6 months. So it's just a new era. It's a new era of Ada. It's a new era of me. It's a new era of me, and I'm excited for you guys to experience this version of me because I'm just really excited for you guys to experience this version of me because I've worked really, really hard, and I've done a lot of healing and a lot of inner work to arrive at this version of me, and it really is an honor to share this version of me with you all, because you guys have seen me through so many variations, but I feel like this is my greatest form yet, and it's only gonna get better. So anyways, I'll catch y'all in the next video. Subscribe, send this video to the fellow vecinas and your other girlfriends. Let them know that I'm back, and I look forward to seeing y'all on a weekly basis. Okay, bye. for those of you that are gonna ask about Rico, here's Rico. Rico is going to be 7 years old in November, which is so crazy because do you guys remember when I got him? Look at him now, he's a little old man. He's all silver. And he lives a very good life. I wish I was Rico. Oh, say hello to the YouTube peeps. They've been here since the jump, okay? He's my little shaman dog in training. And it's so funny how Rico be reading energy too, let me tell you. This dog be knowing. He be knowing. Right, Rico, you be knowing? Rico, you be knowing? He be knowing. All right, bye guys.